What's up, ladies and gentlemen, it's Scythe, and today we've got news as well as just saying thank you. You thought that I wasn't gonna do it, but I'm always gonna do it, man. Even though I always keep talking about, oh, we're not gonna do as many heart-to-heart videos and stuff, and we aren't doing as many as I would like to just because of how busy things have gotten. But seriously, we actually hit 10,000 subscribers. Like, I still am having a hard time wrapping my head around that. That is absolutely crazy. And I just gotta say thank you all from the bottom of my heart, because without you, we wouldn't be here. Like, that's just amazing, you know? You're gonna have to excuse it too in my voice. Here's an excuse why things have kind of been slowing down a little bit, is you might be able to notice that I think I'm a bit sick, but it's not like a full-on, I'm sick. It's just like a little bit. I don't know. I think it's because I'm pushing myself a lot with other aspects of my life, you know, like just for personal life stuff. Like Johnny and me have been hitting like a new routine at the gym that's really pushing us. And then in general, which is some of the stuff that we're going to talk about today, because I want to talk about the series and I want to talk about some personal stuff, because it's been a long time since I let you all in, you know? And that's something that I don't ever want to lose track of with the channel, because, I mean, that's the thing, is it's like, I'm a very personal type of person, and, you know, like, I love you guys and girls and everything. Like, seriously, thank you all so much. It's just been absolutely crazy. It's been a wild ride, and I can't believe that we're at 10K, man. That is absolutely amazing. And the fact that it keeps going, too, like, that further still gets me even more stoked and tells me that we must be doing something right, because it just keeps on growing, right? So let's talk about some of the series and some of the things that are happening, some of the things that have happened, and some of the things that are going to happen. So first of all, we will talk about Trove, because that is the most popular series and most likely what most people are here for. Trove is still doing fantastic. Seriously, it's been doing absolutely, like, I don't even know what happened with that series. It just randomly exploded on the channel, just like the Mario 64 stuff, while also being an Infinium game. You know, like, that's a game that I can just keep playing till the end of time, essentially. I have noticed lately, though, that it has been getting a little less heat. I know that a lot of that actually has to do with the time of year, because I know that it's very busy for all you people that go to school. I know that school for a lot of people also is ending very soon, so never mind the channel, I'm just stoked to hear that, because it means that you guys and girls are gonna have more time for life, you know? Never mind all that other stuff. But anyway, so with Trove, that's one of the things, is it's like, one of the things that has always been apparent on the channel, and that's what I think a lot of people don't seem to understand when they come and they see a video and it's like, hey, this has got like so little views, is I've always been about retroactive views. That is pretty much where everything is at for me. Not so much recently, because thankfully our most recent videos finally have started to, like, I've finally been able to start pushing them instead of pushing all my old content like I used to do a month or two ago. And that's mainly just because YouTube finally got off their butt and paying attention to me again. I guess we broke through a wall or something. But anyway, now I'm just rambling. Trove stuff. So Trove, one thing that I want to openly talk about in this video, because I want to kind of always keep these a bit more personal than the series themselves, is that the Trove devs are definitely I will call out the white elephant in the room that everyone seems to know. The Trove devs are getting way too greedy, way too quick. You know, like, I love the game and I'm not going to stop playing it, but now it's getting to the point where it's really tough to want to support them, because they're kind of pushing all their content towards making money. And I'm all for them making money, but it's getting a little tough, and I just wanted to talk about that and just call it out and just say that that is what it is, because I've noticed that a lot of people have actually, even though they don't really talk about it that much, a lot of people have been playing Trove a lot less frequently, and more so, some people I know secretly quit too. Like, seriously, and other people aren't coming back. And I mean, I think I'm always gonna play Trove, because here's the one thing. This is the mental game that I play with myself, where it's like, no, I love this game because Trove is a fun, amazing game, And no matter how much they want to push for their money content, they screwed themselves over hardcore because it's all vanity items, man. It's all just for looks, so technically you don't have to spend a dime. But one of the things that I also want to talk about publicly is that they have mentioned in their Monster Bash or Mash, Monster Mash? Monster Bash? It should be called Monster Mash. But they've been mentioning that new patch that's coming out. Another big one that's coming out with the Adventurer or Boomeranger, and it sounds pretty cool. Like, I like the idea. They have a new forging mechanic is coming into the game. Now, one of the things that I have talked about with some people in game about, and I'm a little bit nervous to actually say it openly, is I really hope that they're not doing what they've done with every single other one of their Tryon Worlds games. All of Tryon World's other MMOs have gotten very poor reviews because they always start out like Trove did, where it's all pay by donation pretty much. And then they start forcing money content 100%. Now, one of the reasons that I'm even bringing this up is because I really hope, and I'm not saying this is just a speculation, just because this is their history as a company. I really hope that they're not going to make the mistake of making the new Forge content like cash shop items. So it would be like, oh, if you want to upgrade this item to a +2, you got to spend $5 to buy this item, or spend 10 years to try and get the item in game, you know? Because then it will legitimately try to become a pay-to-win game, and it's still not going to matter because, again, Trove is all about aesthetics, and as much as there's a lot of older people that play the game, and they really, really wish that Trove was a hardcore game like World of Warcraft and stuff, where like stats and equipment and stuff like that matters. It doesn't, and that's actually why I love Trove the most, is that none of it actually matters. You know, we get by, like our Draconis class can actually handle like U5 Shadow Arena no problem. And that's just with random gear. I didn't like go out of my way to make something really big or anything. But anyway, that's enough Trove, because we've already spent like 7 minutes according to the timer here. This video is probably going to be a little bit longer. I should have mentioned beforehand, but whatever. Another thing too, one last thing I just want to say too, if there are any new people watching this that have been wanting to be added to Team Pixel in Trove, to be a part of Team Pixel is actually like the channel, you know, that's kind of like our community that we got going on with the channel. So if you're a subscriber, you're part of Team Pixel. But for people that are wanting part of Team Pixel, the club in the game, the Trove unfortunately doesn't let you add people offline. So we kind of gotta just catch each other by chance on at the same time. And I am particularly busy, so I only ever get to go on Trove for a couple hours a day. But anyways, enough Trove. For all the other wonderful, beautiful, amazing subscribers that are still here, and thank you for sticking around, is liking videos. That's another thing that I want to say that has been doing fantastic. I've started doing it in the Trove videos. I finally just bite the bullet, you know, just settle down and start asking people for likes. I've experimented with it in other series, but it never seems to go as well as it is in the Trove series, because Trove is the only, like, as much as we got the other series is going on for us and stuff, and we're having a good time with it, the reason that all the attention is on Trove right now is that's the only series that is actually taking off for the channel as a legitimate series. Like, one day I hope that all my videos can be getting that much attention, but I know that there's always going to be like one continuous series that's probably always going to be the biggest. Anyway, I've been asking for likes shamelessly in the videos, and it's been doing fantastic. I asked for 20 likes, we get like 50. I asked for 30 likes, we get like 70. It's been absolutely crazy. It's the most likes that we've ever gotten. And I experimented with doing it with other games. Like I experimented with the most recent Poke MMO, which we'll talk about Poke MMO in a minute. I experimented with that series just asking for likes, and it didn't really work. No, you know, I didn't ask at the beginning of the video, I asked like halfway through, but in general that series hasn't been particularly popular anyway. And that's something that I want to talk about, and you're probably going to have noticed that there was no Poke MMO today. Normally it comes out every Friday. I actually had a good idea too, from a subscriber's comment. Sorry, I forget your username if you're watching this. He has a picture of a Triforce. He asked me to name a Pokemon Jimmy, and I thought, hey, that'd be a great idea for the series, to get people involved that they can name the Pokemon and stuff. But I don't really have that much time for Pokemon right now. I'm trying to really clear up my schedule, and we'll get into that in a minute, because there's a couple other series that are going to be coming out for the channel very soon, as games are starting to finally be released around this time of year, I guess. Yes? No? I don't know. But either way, I'm sorry to say, even though I know that it was a young series, and it only just started, and lots of people wanted PokeMMO, but it's just not, it's not doing well enough for me to stay stoked on it, especially when it's just Pokemon Red, man. Like, we've all seen it. If you've seen the first few episodes, we would just be doing that until the end of the game, right? So, I'm not saying that the series is canceled, just that we're not really gonna be playing it for a little while. And we'll probably come back to it eventually. I just gotta get a craving for it. Now, one of the biggest reasons that I'm trying to make room is Witcher 3 comes out next week, and although that game I really know is not going to work on the channel, it's not going to be popular because of how mature content it is, and just in general, games like that aren't usually very successful on the channel, because we're all like, you know, very colorful and kid-friendly and stuff like that, and that game's very adult. I'm definitely gonna put up a warning for it. And I'm also going to cut out some of the more like really mature adult content. Is definitely not going to be shown within the Let's Play series, but profanity and stuff like that are going to be in the game, and there's too much of that for me to bother censoring it all out. So I'm gonna definitely put a warning up for our younger viewers, so that they know, you know, this might not be for you. But the point being that I am actually extremely excited about that game. Like, GTA 5, this is just a side note, just to make a point. GTA 5, looking at the game objectively, is one of the best games ever made. Like, straight up, with the amount of content in it and that you can do with it and everything. Like, seriously, it is amazing, and it's still one of my favorite games of all time. I don't think anything's ever gonna top it, except for GTA 6, maybe. Witcher 3 comes very close. That is a RPG equivalent to GTA 5. This game, like, seriously, man, if you haven't seen the trailers, if you're not hyped about it already, then you should just go look up some videos and stuff like that. It just looks crazy, man. And I needed to clear up my schedule for it, because this is going to be another series that I know, just like the Gothic series and stuff, it's huge, man. This is gonna be like over 100 episodes, I'm almost certain. So, and I want to just take my time with it. So I've been kind of trying to clear my schedule up for that. Now, multiplayer content, because don't worry, I wanted to get into this too. Mario Bros. X has been doing absolutely fantastic for us since we swapped the format to the 1 level equals 1 episode. Now, some of the episodes are only like a minute long, but and we're not getting that much feedback on them. But the views speak for themselves, that they just tend to be a lot more popular. And I think also them being bite-sized episodes, it means that people can just come through, watch it, and then they can get about their day. Because I know, like I said earlier, like people are very busy at this time of year, right? So that's another reason why slowing down content. Anyway, I'm just really excited that Mario X has been doing so well for us. And we're just having a blast with it, man. Actually, I got a lot of Mario X videos to edit, like, right after this one. But anyway, Minecraft 2, I want to point that one out. I know that it disappeared on the channel. I want to acknowledge that. And that is just because in general, man, like, what can I say? It's Minecraft. We've all seen it 1,000 times. And it doesn't really work for Johnny and me. Just ourselves personally, we're higher energy guys. And you can only scream at a mountain so much, you know? Which I already said in the Q&A. But seriously, it just kind of is like, yeah, I don't know, man. But anyway, there's a game coming out that you're gonna see on the channel very soon, because that one I think starts next week as well. It's going into alpha testing. It's called Sky Saga. Now, if you haven't checked that game out and you are a Minecraft fan, check it out. If you're a Trove fan, check it out, because that game, seriously, we randomly stumbled upon it. It is pretty much what Ort promised it was, but didn't deliver. And I know Ort is still in development and all that stuff, but Sky Saga, in short, is like Minecraft, but as an actual, like, MMO. Like, it's got quests, daily quests, and it's like, it's got guilds where you can do daily quests for the guilds that give you currency to use in the guild shop. It's just an amazing game, man. It looks beautiful. That's the real bottom line, is it looks absolutely amazing. So that was one of the reasons that we kind of soft canceled without actually saying anything about Minecraft, because we were getting bored with it, because it's Minecraft, and you know, we don't want to do anything that we're not doing wholeheartedly. And Sky Saga came around, so hey, maybe it happened for a reason, right? Elder Scrolls Online, it's not popular. It hasn't been very popular since day one, but we still very much enjoy that game. That one is like very much our speed, even though we're kind of just always running around and screaming. I mean, you could say that about almost all our videos, and pardon me, this darn sickness, man. But that series is definitely going to keep going for quite some time, because we're just having a lot of fun with it in general. Smash Bros. Now, this weekend, we are going to be putting up the last 2 Smash Bros. Episodes. I'm not saying that the series is canceled, just that it hasn't been getting that much attention, and we've already pretty much done everything. Like, if anyone has killed Smash Bros., it's us. Like, seriously. One of the things that we were trying to do with the series, which would have been really cool, but we're not really that active with our Wii U and stuff like that, is if we could have gotten more custom stages from random people and stuff. Looking back, we probably should have started doing that really early on in the series, and then I think maybe it would have taken off. But the level editor kind of sucks in that game anyway, doesn't it? Yeah. So, personal stuff. These are the last 2 notes that I want to actually talk about. Which, again, I just gotta say, just on a side note, like, seriously, thank you all. Like, we're at 10K subs. That is awesome. Oh, side note, too, that I've been wanting to bring this up for quite a while. Just because, like, for the old subscribers and fans and stuff like that, Turok 1 is actually getting, like, remade. Like, legit. If anyone ever saw my first look of the game Strife, it was a game like Doom that was also kind of quest heavy and stuff like that. It was actually a really tight game. I never ended up finishing it. That's why I ended up doing a first look instead of it. But anyway, that team actually has their hands on Turok 1. And although they've been developing it for quite some time now, I think they said something like they're going to start it up again on Q4 this year. So that's like around, like, way later this year, like when it's like around Christmas and stuff. But either way, I'm really excited to hear that, and I hope that they, like, get to follow through without any legal problems from Disney, because Disney owns the Turok franchise right now. And for those that are new to the channel, Turok is, like, what started the channel. Like, I am a huge Turok fan. Well, Turok 1 and 2. The other ones, I honestly don't care. But anyway, Turok 1 is getting, like, remade with, like, proper, like, anti-aliasing and slightly better graphics. It's not like an HD remake or anything, just that it's gonna be like a re-release of Turok 1 with, like, controller support and proper mouse controls and stuff like that. So if and when that ever comes out, you can definitely expect a series on that one. That's gonna be cool, and hopefully it's popular enough that they remake Turok 2. Yes. So anyway, personal stuff. Antignorot, that has expired. You may have noticed that in some series, not all of them, because it has to catch up for certain videos, but in some series, especially in the Trove series, I will just say it's Scythe, and it's kind of a little awkward for me, because I'm trying to get rid of something that I've been saying since day one, up till now. But I'm dropping the name, like, I'm dropping the That's Antignorot, because as Trove is picking up, and as I have the vanity name on the channel of Scythe Plays, that's what people are referring to the channel as instead of Antignorot. And honestly, I would rather, like, Scythe Plays is definitely a lot more commercial than Antignorot. Like, lots of people don't know how to spell it, even people that I talk to, like, in real life, and it's like, oh, you do YouTube? What's your channel? And it's like, good luck trying to explain them how to type in Antignorot, you know? But anyway, so at long last, rest in peace. I'm still always going to be Antignorot, and that is still technically the channel's username. I can't change that. But I'm moving away from that, and I just wanted to recognize that and be able to say that publicly to everybody. Now, here's another side note, which may be present in the videos, but it may also not be. I think that's another reason why, like, I've been having a harder time, like, my throat's been a lot sore lately, is I'm trying to get better at commentating as an actual profession. So, like, as we're kind of stepping up into a... It's only a minor professional realm, Because, I mean, not even close, actually. Like, 10,000 subscribers is crazy for me, but it's not crazy at all in the long run. Like, maybe once we get to, like, 1 million subscribers, because that's what it's at nowadays, maybe then it'll be like, oh, we've made it, you know, or something like that. But I personally, like, seriously, from the bottom of my heart, man, like, I'm still just so stoked that we're at 10K. That's crazy. And then we're gonna be at 20K is the next one, right? Because 11K, like, that's the funny thing. Like, it's like, now that we're at 10K, 11K is still gonna be exciting, but it's not as big a deal. It's just funny how that works. The next big one's gonna be when we're at 20K. Speaking of which, I didn't even mention, I'll get back into the bear commentary in a minute. Actually, you know what? No, I will talk about that last thing last, just the merch store and stuff like that. Better commentating as a whole. So what Johnny and me have been talking about a lot lately behind the scenes is that we want to improve our own commentating skills. So we're still going to be doing all the screaming and stuff like that. You don't got to worry about that, especially in games like Mario X where it's just a minute. So all it calls for is just a name like blah, 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 like screaming and stuff like that. But for games like Elder Scrolls and games that are kind of a little bit more pulled back, we've talked about this once before, but never really followed through with playing the game based on its energy. So I'm going to actually, Witcher 3 is going to be a game where I'm probably going to be commentating more like I am right now. So it's going to be a lot more of an organic let's play, while I'm still going to be funny and stuff, because that's just kind of how I am. but it's going to be less incoherent screaming and stuff, and more intentional improvisation and better commentating and stuff like that. So actually more like what we were doing in the earlier videos and stuff like that. I've also been trying to kind of do that with Trove a little bit while still screaming and stuff, because generally I find that the inane, like when I'm just going crazy and stuff like that, people seem to really enjoy it. But I'm finding that there has to be a limit to it, because when I go over the edge, like there was one Trove video where I just lost it. Like I was just going crazy, you know? And that's still a very organic part of myself, but people weren't really enjoying it as much. And I am like, you know, it's like, I'm not going to selfishly be like, oh no, I have to do only what I like, you know? Like the channel's still me and just personal, like me personally and my brother and stuff like that. But it's like, I still want to be able to deliver content that is a high quality for what I consider high quality. I guess that's a good way to put it, right? So stepping up the commentary, that's definitely like the big one that we're trying to work on just with the videos and stuff like that. But anyway, this has already gone on long enough. It's already like 20 minutes. So this is already long enough. Thank you all so much, like seriously. And thanks anybody that actually watched through the whole video, because I know that people are very pressed for time and stuff like that. But I wanted to have an actual, you know, I thought we'd kill two birds with one stone while talking about the 10K subs officially, and also being able to talk about new stuff. So very excited about things that are to come with the channel. You know, Witcher 3 I think is gonna be a blast for me, even if it's not popular. Like I just really like that game anyway, so I really do hope that people do enjoy that and get into it, because I know lots of people had really been craving me doing the Gothic 1 series, and I do definitely want to play through Gothic 1 again. But for now, Witcher 3 is pretty much like the same formula. Like it's almost the same type of game. So I'm hoping that the Gothic fans that have stuck around for this long will be into The Witcher 3. But I don't know. I mean, people weren't really into Risen 3, but hey, even myself, like actually after playing through the whole series, like I love that game, but man alive. Like it was not as good as Gothic at all. Like I'm just not a big fan of Risen, I guess I should say. Oh, pardon me. But anyway, I actually legit gotta get to doing more stuff. I gotta edit this video, upload it, and get it out by today, because today we are streaming. Yes, and I need to do a stream announcement video as well. So thank you all so much for watching, as always. Thanks for still watching, and thanks for subscribing and hanging out. Thanks for everything, guys. You know, like seriously, I love you all from the bottom of my heart. It's been an absolutely wild ride, and here's to 20K in like 5 years or something.